Evan from EBHypnosis here in Seattle, Washington. It is a beautiful day, and I'm going to be heading out into the sunny Sunday sun here soon, enjoying that. But I wanted to go live. I was going to do it from the roof, but I didn't like the lighting, and I know this doesn't look the best yet, but here I am. So, and what I wanted to talk about today a little bit, since I haven't done a Sunday service in a while, right? Is kind of how we can avoid doing things. Like, it's super nice out, and I want to get out there and enjoy it. And I could have used that as an excuse easily to not be here talking to you right now. I can use it as an excuse not to do the housework I need to do today. I am going to do that. I've already done some. I'm gonna get some more done, but it's those feelings of avoidance that come up that are really important for us to examine and deal with when it comes to getting what we want out of life. So, and I've said this before, when it comes to getting our goals, to achieving our goals, it's all about feeling, how we feel in relation to the goal that we've set. So if there's some feelings of avoidance coming up, it's that I get this where it just feels like there's an invisible force field right in front of you, and you just seem to hit this barrier and you can't get through. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to explore these feelings of avoidance, right? I want you to think of something that maybe you've been avoiding for a long time, right? And something that you've wanted to do, but you haven't. Maybe it's putting videos out there. Maybe it's going live yourself. Something that you've been putting off that you want to do. It's just never the right time for it, right? And what I would like you to do right now, I just invite you to go ahead and just close your eyes and welcome that resistance. Just welcome that feeling of avoidance that comes up wherever it may be in your body, right? I want you to just take a moment and just feel that. Just welcome it in. That resistance, that aversion, that avoidance, wherever it is, and just notice in as much detail as possible where those feelings are coming up in your body. Notice what any of those sensations are that are coming up, and just feel those, right? And just sit with that for a moment. What I'd like you to do now is I'd like to invite you to explore the feeling of having to do something. Just think of something you have to do or you need to do. Something that you don't want to do, but you do because you have to, right? Maybe it's your job. Maybe it's taking the trash out. Maybe it's taking the recycling down. But just take a moment and just sort of notice as much detail as possible any of the sensations that come up in relation to that. And now what I'd like you to do is to explore the feeling of wanting something. Think of something that you've been wanting for a long, long time. Something that you haven't been able to get. You want it, but you just can't seem to get it. And I want you to just close your eyes and just really feel it now. Just feel it. And just take a moment as you're sitting there with that want and noticing the sensations that come up in your body and where you feel that. And just describe it in as much detail as possible. Where those sensations are coming up. Where you're feeling that. That's right. You're doing great. And now, what I'd like you to do is to explore the feeling of choice. And by that, I mean, I want you to think of something that you choose to do because it's something that you enjoy. It's something that you like. And you might be tired, or even there might be some fear that comes up in relation to it, but you choose to do it anyway, simply because it brings you so much joy. Right? And now, as you think of that, just take a moment and just breathe in and close your eyes and just really feel it. Just take a moment to welcome in that thing that you enjoy so much and the feelings that come up in your body in relation to it and how good it feels. Because it's something that you enjoy. And just notice, as much detail as possible. Again, the sensations that come up in relation to that. And just really allow yourself to notice what that feels like when it's something that you enjoy, when it's something that you want to do. Okay? And you might be asking, okay, Evan, what's the point of this? Why are you making me do this? And the reason is because, again, like I said, achieving our goals is all about feeling. And what I want you to do is, and the purpose of that little exercise today is to get used to identifying the avoidance that comes up and what that feels like in your body. Identifying the difference between avoiding, having, wanting, and choosing. Noticing what all of those feel like. Because when it comes to reaching our goals, the whole point is to just start letting go of the avoidance, the aversion to the things that we have to do to reach that, and to the wanting of the goal, letting go of that stuff and moving into choosing the thing that we want, where it becomes like, I don't want this anymore. I'm simply choosing it. This is happening. This is just the way it is now. But the thing that we have to do before we can move into choice, into choosing, is to identify and actually welcome in any of the heavy stuff, the aversion and that wanting that's there in our body before we can choose it. And we have to let that go. We have to process those emotions. So I'd like you to continue with that exercise this week. And just, think of your goal. If you have a goal journal, then go through that and write these down. Write down the sensations in as much detail as possible. Write down the thoughts that come up, but especially the feelings in your body, where you're feeling it. Describe what those sensations are, right? And it's important. And in one of the next lives I do, I'm going to keep adding to this and moving you through it. So, because this stuff is really important for us in order to have the life that we want to live, instead of just being stuck and going, oh, well, I can't do this. So I need to do X, Y, and Z first. Well, the only thing you need to do first is process and get rid of those old limiting stories that tell you that's the case. Because we can do anything we put our mind to. And I mean, part of that's accepting where we're starting from. And when we have a lot of limiting beliefs and stories that come up, we have to process that first in order to really get moving. You know, it's like sending a rocket into space. 90% of the energy used in that is getting it up and out of the atmosphere. But then once it's in orbit, there's no gravity, and it just kind of floats and flows. And it's the same thing when it comes to our goals. It's the same thing to achieving anything that we want in life. It's these starting points where we're going to use the most energy. So, and if you want to learn more about this, go to resolute.ebhypno.com. It's there in the ticker on this. Sign up for my Resolute goal setting program and get instant access to the 3 days that just wrapped up, where I go into a lot more detail about this process, how to write your goals and how to do that. And I'm going to do a special offer for those of you watching this. If you actually sign up, join Resolute, it is August 13th today. From now until the end of the month, August 2023, if you become a member of the Resolute Goal Setting Program, I'm going to give you a free one-on-one emotional detox session that's going to really help clear out a lot of the shit that's holding you back and keeping you down, and really getting the energy flowing through you again. So that's a special offer from now until the end of the month. It's a great deal. And so go sign up today at resolute.ebhypno.com. And and then reach out to me, get your free one-on-one emotional detox session with me, and start clearing that out. Start living the life that you want. Let go of the fear and everything that's holding you back. And also check the QR code there and help out Larry, hypnotist, a great guy who recently had a stroke and could really use our help. So if you can, go and donate to him. And that is all for today. And thanks everybody for watching. And I will see you all next time.